Hello, and welcome to Pump Supermarket episode of how to choose the right submersible pump for your well. Don't buy a submersible pump until you watch this. Most people pick the wrong pump for their well and burn it out in a few months. The first step is knowing your well depth. Not guessing, knowing. Because choosing a pump without knowing the depth is the fastest way to burn a motor, lose pressure, or run your well dry. Here's the simple breakdown. Shallow wells from 0 to 80 feet usually need a 3/4 to 1 horsepower pump. Medium wells from 80 to 180 feet, you're looking at 1 to 1.5 horsepower. And deep wells, anything over 180 feet, need 1.5 horsepower and up, depending on your actual water level. Most people make the mistake of sizing the pump only based on the total well depth, which is wrong. What actually matters is your pumping water level, the point where the water sits while the pump is running. That level drops under load, and if you ignore that, your pump will struggle, overheat, and eventually fail. When the water level is deeper, the pump needs more power to lift it. More depth equals more horsepower. That's simple. But horsepower alone doesn't fix bad performance. You need the right horsepower matched with the right GPM curve for your home. Otherwise, you'll get low pressure, short cycling, or constant overheating, all of which destroy pumps fast. Next is flow rate, your GPM or gallons per minute. This is how much water your pump can deliver constantly. Most people think it's just 7 to 12 GPM for every home, but that's not just it. Your GPM must match the size of your house and how many fixtures you use. Now, how to calculate GPM for a home with a simple formula. Here's the easiest way to calculate what your house actually needs. First, count your fixtures. Each shower needs about 1.5 to 2 GPM. Each faucet needs about 1 GPM. Washing machine say about 2 GPM. Dishwasher about 1.5 GPM. Irrigation zone 3 to 5 GPM each second. Also estimate what runs at the same time. Most homes only use 30 to 50% of fixtures at the same time. So the formula is total fixtures times 0.3 to 0.5 equals required GPM. For example, small home with 1 or 2 people and 1 bathroom. For the shower, 2 GPM. For the faucet, 1 GPM. Washing machine, 2 GPM. Recommended pump, 7 to 10 GPM. Now, why GPM matters and how people ruin pumps. If you oversize your GPM, for example, you install a 22 GPM pump on a house that only needs 8 GPM, the pump outruns your well. The well cannot refill fast enough, the pump sucks air, overheats, and burns the motor. Happens every day. If you undersize your GPM, like putting a 7 GPM pump on a big family home with irrigation, you'll get low pressure, slow recovery, and the pump will short cycle non-stop. Short cycling is the #1 pump killer. Now here's something most homeowners don't know. Your pump can only pump as fast as your well can refill. This is called your recovery rate, how many gallons per minute your well adds back. Imagine your well is like a bank account. If your well adds 6 gallons per minute, that means every minute you only deposit 6 gallons back into it. If you install a pump that tries to withdraw 15 gallons per minute, the well can't keep up. The water level drops, the pump sucks air, overheats, and burns out. If your well refills slowly, you must choose a lower GPM pump. If your well refills fast, you can choose a higher GPM pump. Simple. For slow recovery wells, choose smaller GPM pump. For good recovery wells, choose bigger GPM pump, works fine. Now let's talk about voltage. 110 volts versus 220 volts. This is where a lot of homeowners get confused, and sometimes they choose the wrong voltage simply because they don't understand their electrical setup. First, both 110 and 220 volts can be used anywhere. You can use a 110 volt pump or a 220 volt pump in any application like shallow wells, deep wells, irrigation, pressure systems, as long as your home actually has that voltage available. Let's make something very clear, because people get confused fast when they see all these numbers. 110V, 220V, 460V, single phase, 3-phase, 2-wire, 3-wire. I'm going to explain it so simple you'll never forget it. First, single phase versus 3-phase. Most homes in the United States use single phase power. That means your pump will almost always be single phase, either 110 volts or 220 volts. 3-phase power is for commercial buildings, farms, industries, and heavy-duty motors. It's smoother, stronger, and more efficient, but regular houses don't have it. So here's the rule. Homes usually use single phase. Commercial, industrial locations usually have 3-phase. Now about the voltage, there are three main voltage levels you'll see: 110, 220, and 460 volts. 110 volts, good for shallow wells and short wire runs, but weak for deep wells, can burns out easily if the wire is long. 220 volts, this is the standard for deep wells and any pump above 1 horsepower. Lower amperage, less heat, better efficiency. This is why 90% of deep well pumps are 220 volts. Now 460 volts. This is a 3-phase industrial voltage, used in factories, farms, big booster systems, irrigation fields, and commercial pump rooms, not for homes. Good for shallow and medium wells. 3-wire pumps, more reliable long-term, uses an external control box. Capacitors and relays stay dry and cool, better for deeper wells and harder startup conditions. If you want long-term reliability, 3-wire wins every time. Why all this matters? Because your voltage, your phase, and your wire type must match your well depth and pump size. If you pick the wrong combination, the pump overheats, struggles, and dies way earlier than it should. Once you understand this, choosing the right pump becomes easy. Now let's talk about pump materials, because this is where most people get completely lost. You'll see pumps made of Noryl and stainless steel covers, stainless steel 304 and stainless steel 316. And if you don't know the difference, you might pick the wrong one for your well conditions. Noryl composite material. First, Noryl. This is a high-strength composite material used in tons of modern submersible pumps. It's lightweight, corrosion-resistant, and it handles most residential wells perfectly. Great for clean or slightly sandy wells, cost-effective, very reliable for residential use. Most 3-inch and 4-inch well pumps today use Noryl impellers and diffusers because the material is stable, efficient, and lasts long in normal water. Second, stainless steel 304, standard grade steel. This is the standard stainless steel used in most quality pumps. Good corrosion resistance, strong, works well in normal and slightly aggressive water, more durable than plastic parts. 304 is perfect for normal well conditions, city water boosting, irrigation, and most residential jobs. Third, stainless steel 316, high grade, marine grade steel. This is the top level material. It's used when the water is more aggressive, sandy, salty, or mineral heavy. What makes it special? Higher nickel content, has molybdenum, extra corrosion protection, resists salt water, resists chlorides, resists chemicals better than 304. 316 is what you use for coastal areas, saltwater environments, very sandy wells, industrial applications, or anywhere corrosion kills pumps fast. Simple rule: 304 for strong, general purpose stainless, 316 for premium, corrosion proof, marine grade stainless. Which one should you choose? If your water is clean and your well is normal, Noryl is perfect and cost effective. If you want strength and durability, go with stainless 304. If you're near the coast or have aggressive or sandy water, stainless 316 is the best choice. Material matters. Choosing the right one can add years to your pump's life. Alright, that covers the most important things you need to know before choosing a submersible pump: your well depth, your flow rate, your voltage and phase, your wire type, and the right pump materials. If you get these right, your system will run smoother, last longer, and save you a lot of money and headaches. If you need help picking the right pump, our team can guide you anytime. And when you're ready to order, we ship fast from our warehouse in Miami, Florida. Thank you for watching this video from Pump Supermarket. Don't forget to check out our other pump guides, and we'll see you in the next video.